Good morning. I'm Will Beck, Wholesale Market Rep for Sprague Energy, and welcome to Sprague's Refined Products Review, where we discuss what's moving the market, giving you insight into what we're seeing every day. Today is Friday, April 25th. Today I'm joined by Jerry Ragano and Pete Lippis from our New York office, and we're going to talk about marine additives. Jerry, why don't you jump in?
How are you? Thank you. I'm Jerry Ragano. I'm the Director of Sales for the Refined Products Division of Commercial Delivered Management. I'm here with Pete Lippis. Pete is a refined product sales specialist who really handles the bulk of our marina business. I'll just start off by saying that this business has been very important to Sprague. It is a seasonal business. We probably provide 3.5 million gallons of gasoline and diesel fuel to the marine industry. We're pretty saturated on Long Island. We have, I think, 60% approximate of the market share. Our other competitors being United Metro and Bennett Fuel. And we're looking to grow that business. We have some locations in Westchester, and we're also now looking to move into New Jersey. And at this point, I'm going to hand it over to Pete because he's going to really tell you what we're doing and how we're going to grow.
Hi, Will. Thanks for having me on. As Jerry said, I'm Pete Lippis, Refined Product Sales Specialist with Sprague, and looking forward to discussing ValvTect with you and how we could help out our marinas and boaters with this great product.
Oh, thanks. Great. Glad to have you guys here. Let's just jump right in. And Pete, why don't you tell us what sets ValvTect apart being at a marina?
So there's over 600 certified ValvTect marinas nationwide. Sprague currently supplies over 45 of them. These marinas offer ValvTect marine gasoline and diesel that's pre-treated right at the fuel pump. So boaters don't need to lug around additives or anything, additional. They come to a certified ValvTect marina, they fuel up with their gas and diesel, and they have instant protection right away.
Oh, that's great. Can boaters trust ValvTect?
They sure can. So certified ValvTect marinas have very high fuel standards. First off, the fuel is pre-treated at one of Sprague's terminals. Secondly, each ValvTect marina's fuel tank is tested at the beginning of each season. So we test those tanks for water and also for microbial growth. And this ensures that our marinas and customers are getting clean, reliable fuel every time.
I want to back up a little bit. You mentioned blending at the terminal. What's the significance of blending at the terminal rather than treating with a bottle?
Sure. So if boaters have bottled additive, they have to worry about mixing it to the right ratio. Errors could be made. It could be overtreated. It could be undertreated. With Sprague, it's treated. It's added to the product at the terminal at a precise amount every time. So it's a consistent product.
So that's what we'd consider pre-treated gasoline, correct?
Correct.
All right. What is pre-treated gasoline then?
So ValvTect pre-treated gasoline additive. It's designed for 10% ethanol blends, and it's comprised of fuel stabilizers, detergents, corrosion inhibitors, and these chemicals help prevent phase separation, which keeps your boat's engine running clean and smooth all season long. Some of the other benefits are it prevents fuel filter plugging, improved engine performance, it removes carbon and deposits inside the engine, and this ValvTect formula provides what we call beyond top-tier performance.
That's great. So far, we've really been talking about gasoline. Does ValvTect work with diesel fuels?
It does. It works very well with diesel. So ValvTect's diesel additive has what's called BioGuard in it. So it has biocides that prevent microbial growth from forming inside the fuel tank. It also has lubricity boosters, cetane improvers, a water dispersant. It's designed for ultra-low sulfur diesel, and it's ready to go with the fuel dock. Storage tanks that are treated with ValvTect's diesel additive, it can extend the life of the diesel for up to 2 years, and it also improves fuel economy by up to 7.5%.
All right, perfect. I know we're jumping around a little bit here, back and forth between gasoline and diesel, but can you tell me more about water and ethanol and what ValvTect additives do to prevent phase separation?
So ethanol and gasoline wants to soak up water from humid air or condensation inside your fuel tank. If the ethanol absorbs too much water, the water and the ethanol bond, it sinks to the bottom, and that's what causes phase separation. This creates a situation where your engine may not start, it could stall, it could corrode metal parts inside the engine from that water. So ValvTect's water dispersant, it breaks that bond, it keeps the water suspended in small particles so it burns off harmlessly and doesn't pool at the bottom of your tank.
That's great. What about water and diesel fuel? Is it the same sort of problems?
So diesel is prone to water issues as well when it's stored improperly, or if you have condensation inside the fuel tank. Bacteria could form inside that tank, which could wreak havoc. ValvTect's marine diesel formula disperses water to stabilize your fuel. It also includes biocide, which is called BioGuard, to kill microbes inside the tank. Boaters just have to pump the fuel in, and their boat is protected from those issues.
What's the risk of not using ValvTect's additives in fuel?
So trouble could brew quickly. Untreated ethanol gas can phase separate, it could gum up your system, it could corrode the interior of metal engine components. Regular diesel, it loses lubricity, it grows sludge. Boats sit idle, so water and instability hit hard without something like a ValvTect additive in there. If you buy your fuel from a certified ValvTect marina, gas will stay fresh for at least a year, diesel up to 2 years. So no stale fuel after storage thanks to stabilizers fighting water and breakdown.
Are there any cost benefits to using ValvTect?
There sure are. Cleaner engines, less wear, and fewer repairs. The corrosion inhibitors and water control stop ethanol or humidity from deteriorating your system. For diesel, BioGuard kills bacteria, which saves your filters. It's money well spent at the pump.
And how do marinas maintain their ValvTect fuel?
So marinas, they're very meticulous. They have clean tanks, they have top-notch filtration, and they have regular testing. ValvTect trains them to deliver high-quality fuel every time. And Sprague, we do our own testing to certify the ValvTect tanks, like we discussed earlier. So we'll come in, we'll test for water, make sure there's no water at all in the tanks, make sure there's no microbial growth at the beginning of each season in April, and that way we know our boaters have clean, perfect fuel all season long.
That's impressive that Sprague has that quality control for these marinas, really for their customers. Any tips for boaters using this fuel?
Yeah, well, consistency is key. They should stick with it. Fill up at a ValvTect marina, start with an empty tank if it's possible, and let the pre-treated fuel do the work. It's the simplest way to protect your boat.
We've really been talking so far about the performance aspects of ValvTect, what it does for marinas, what it does for boaters, but why should a marina choose to buy ValvTect from Sprague Energy?
So first off, Sprague's the exclusive distributor of ValvTect in the metropolitan area. Sprague has some of the highest quality fuel standards. ValvTect additive is precisely measured every time it's delivered, and Sprague will deliver fuel whenever a marina needs it, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Well said. Thanks for the breakdown.
Will, I appreciate you for having me on. I'd like to wish all of our boaters a safe and happy boating season.
And thank you all for joining us. We'll be back this Wednesday with another Refined Products review. Refine your insight, fuel your success.